Hello, everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green today. Well, we did get the Fed minutes released today, and we did see that not all the governors or Fed members were uh, as interested into the pause as we were recently led to believe. So there were some that were favoring an actual rate hike. Everybody did go along with it, but there was a little more indecision in that decision there than what we were led to believe. It did seem like a unanimous decision. Everybody felt, that it was a good time to pause. And come to find out, some members did actually support the rate hike. So the market did pause on that. We did have a strong opening hour of the market, and then we just kind of chilled off and chopped the rest of the day. And we were kind of looking at the market like it was a Monday instead of a Wednesday, because the market this morning did feel like the typical Monday. We had our VIX gap up, or the typical first trading day of the week. Our VIX gapped up like normal, just like it does on the opening day of the trading week every week. I can only remember out of the last 9 or 10 weeks, only 1 week actually we didn't gap up. So that's just been one of the market behavior patterns, and seeing that this morning kind of made it feel like it was a Monday. And normally on a Monday we can expect to see some chop. Like I say, we did have a strong run at market open, and some names did do well. Let's get looking at the charts, and we'll talk more about what happened and how we traded things as we go through the charts and what we saw. So we can see SPX weekly chart trading with a little inside week there on this week's candle. Strong candle last week. Breath did move lower. That was one of the concerns today. We did see the IWM selling off at open, so we know some of that participation here was just some of the smaller caps that were selling, at least at market open. That didn't continue that way throughout the day. Things were changing throughout the day, but we can see Breath did pull back today. Didn't turn our moving average down that much. So the dollar is trading in between the 50 and the 20. The 9's right underneath of it. It's got to clear that area before I would be interested in taking a trade on it. VIX, you can see the VIX where it gapped up today. We talked about how the Bollinger Bands are really pinching in here. Now, are we pinching or are we tubing? That's the question. But as beat down as the VIX is, we're a multi-year low down here. So we definitely could see a pop on the VIX. Doesn't mean an all-new high or anything. But when you get this beaten down, you can expect to move back up. And on the way back up, you can see it has plenty of resistance it's got to plow through if it is going to try to make a serious move higher. Crude, nice candle today. Not seeing the energy names push with this. When I see crude and the energy names push, I know there's less manipulation in the market. When I see crude pushing and the energy names are not pushing, then it's usually due to some kind of OPEC, something like that, and just the market's not buying it. You can see Apple, nice move up today. I'm sorry, nice move up last week, and this week we have a bearish inside day on Monday, and today was so flat, just sitting right on that gap. You can barely any range at all on that candle today, and you can see the intraday action here. Nice push at open, then it just sold off. Apple was weaker than most of the other names today when it comes to the tech names. Gold back above the daily 9, but that is not a pretty candle there, spinning top. Advanced decline lines all turned down. AMC down candle trying to get back below the 9. You see AMD here. AMD did have a strong push at open and then had a nice sell for the rest of the day. We had that on the radar, and several members were able to capitalize on puts there. Amazon trying to push higher here. Arcade looks good. We did close over this level, and today's candle just happened to gap down, put us back above it, closed once again right on it. These moving averages look great. Keep an eye on that MACD, see if we can get across. We can clearly see the level here that we need to push above, and you can see the volume profile here is definitely a lot less as we move higher, so resistance gets less. AMD just weak right into this 20-day. They sold it at the 20. Watch it off that daily 9 if we continue lower. But you can see the MACD here. This chart, I know this play caught a lot of people today, not in our group. But you can see this chart. That MACD is bearish. There's just not enough momentum there. It's not ready yet. It's just not ready yet. AMD weekly struggling on that 9. See, for one, I'd like to see a green candle coming off that 9 on the weekly to show me there is some kind of momentum there. Affirm trying to hold the 9 there as well. Amazon, strong push it open, and then it sold. We'd seen a weakness in that name. You can see how it just ramped up, and then, we've seen the weakness in that name and Apple both this morning. Amazon right into your 200 on the weekly, so that's a level it needs to clear. Apple inside weak on the weekly chart. Boeing, strong candle today on Boeing. This thing made a big move. It's another one we had on the radar. Didn't have it on at open, though, but we were still able to call out quite a bit of this move, and our levels work really good on Boeing. It can be a difficult stock to trade, but we did close back above this 20-day. So see what kind of candle we get tomorrow and where it opens up at. MACD's definitely trying to change character there. BTU, coal stocks are improving here. You can see the downtrend break we've been watching. This daily 9's on the way up, daily 20's on the way up. MACD's crossing the 0 line. It was a down day today, but the chart still looks good. Bitcoin's still under this level. We're really watching this today, just looking weak here. I would like to see before I would try to. I obviously ain't shorting Bitcoin with any options or anything. I mean, I know you can get options on crypto, but I don't mess with that at all. But the crypto names is a different story. So if we can break below this level right here, break below those candles, Bitcoin may be able to come in a little bit, and that could pull the crypto names in as well. Like I say, this morning, we were talking about that possible trade. We mentioned Coin had a downgrade, so if they were going to pull today, Coin may be the one to look, for a short play because of the downgrade. Cisco's struggling in that handle still. This is that CVX inverted cup and handle play that did not pan out. No confirmation, so it's just a group of candles, but pushing higher and had a down candle today. Did close back on that 9. It's got to get back above that 50 there. They're just not in play. Crude pushed today, and energy names really didn't push. So that just kind of, it's just a sign there. If things are in line, they all push up together. When something's not in line, they just don't move together. XLC pushing higher out of that huge inverted head and shoulders, that year-long pattern out of that. XLP still trying to move higher. We had this double bottom down here, the breakout, come back, retested the breakout area. Actually retested this area right here. If you draw a line, put your right on that wick, and then pushing back higher. For me, an entry here, I really like the way the 9 and 20 looks, but for an entry, I need to be above Monday's candle. Cost taking a break here outside of the Bollinger Bands, long-legged doji. We need to get back into those bands and back to that 9, see if we can get a play. DraftKings still crazy strong. DDOG setting up. This 9's turned up. See if we get a character change in the MACD. This stock did have a little bit of volume come into it today. I'm not going to say it was huge volume, but after, of course, Monday was low volume, so that's why that looks like that. So just about daily average volume most likely in there. Need to see a little more volume. We need to see these bands. We need to see them tighten up. Right now it looks like it just wants to tube, but this 9 is curling up. See if we can get a character change. Be nice to get some more volume. Seeing some wicks up here. So this is one to watch. I like it better, honestly, if we can get above the wick on this candle right here. If you were to draw a line over, you can see we're finding some resistance in that area. And we could go all the way back here to the volume profile as well. We need to clear this area, but keep an eye, look for a pinch on that, and then we need to see the bands open up on the daily. Lilly, passive income chart, just grinding up. I don't know what else to say. If you don't understand what I'm saying when I say a passive income chart, when I say that, please ask in the comment section. Very simple. Chart just goes up. Very simple. Google trying to push up here. You can see pull back, seeing a reversal here off this 50, getting back above the 9. Need to clear this 20. This was in a nice rounded top, trying to move lower, but we never even reached a gap. It's already trying to push back up. So it does, just because there's a gap does not mean that gap has to be filled. Home Depot, at some point in time, it will probably come fill that gap, but it doesn't have to be now. It could be years down the road when it decides to stop back by in this area in a chart. Home Depot, we have this inside weekly breaking out. So we have this weekly ascending triangle, bottom ascending triangle breakout. We're looking for a move higher there. That's a longer term chart, so not looking at the daily chart, looking at the weekly chart. So if you were to take a position, it would most likely be a longer term position. Off of that chart, if you're looking to take a shorter position, please look at your daily and your intraday charts. IWM trying to move lower there today, which we've seen. Qs, moving averages look great. Holding here, very interesting. Still holding this little gap. The moving averages look great. I need to see a character change in that MACD though. Intraday on the Qs, not great action today. You can see it tried to push up. We had that first hour was strong and then just chopped. Very, very tight action. I was hoping the minutes could break the market loose, and it just didn't do it. Qs, weekly, inside week there. Lockheed Martin still trading in this contraction area. So we kind of a double bottom, kind of a double topish area, just a trading range that needs to be broke. When you find a trading range like this, don't get me wrong, you can take a trade up to the trading range, take a short trade off of that for an options trade. There's could be room there to make some money, but you'd have to make that decision on your own. Mara, nice push up here. Actually seen some put flow coming in on Mara today. We've seen a lot of flow on the crypto names, but we did see some put flow as well on the crypto names where it's been mostly calls on it. Merck still looks really good here, trying to hold that daily 9. We did close below it, and you have your daily 50 right there. Meta pushing higher, nice push there today. You can see Meta here just saying rage. We had it on the radar. It did give us a higher low, but we were able to hold going into close. So when you see a lower high, not a higher low. When you see a lower high, you automatically expect a move lower, but we were able to get closed before we pull back. Microsoft back above your daily moving averages there. Microsoft intraday, nice strong push at open, and then it just chopped into the rest of the day. Still watching this weekly chart, that weekly 9's right there. That's a great looking chart. NVIDIA chart looks great as well. Intraday, strong push. Then you can see the pullback kind of rolled over there. You can see the lower high and then rolling over. And you can see the tower top right there as well. And then the move lower. Or you could call it a set of pipes. Not tower top. That would be a set of pipes. Pipe top. NVIDIA, weekly, trading sideways. Could be just hanging out, trying to wait on that weekly 9 to catch up as well. NASDAQ looks great here. Moving averages look great. Netflix looks great. Goldman Sachs give them an upgrade Monday after market close. Price target of 400, which I know is still trading higher than that, but their price target was previously as 280. So it being pumped up like 120 bucks, bullish. Moving averages look great there. Got your goose head and your moving averages. This is your level you need to take out. You got a small cut right here. That's the level you need to take out. I love trading cups on Netflix. I've just had to, trade a lot of cups on that name. Philip Morris. Philip Morris is trading into a cup here. I just added this chart. We do have a small, I'm not sure what this line was here for. Previous resistance up here maybe, but this is trading into a nice cup. I'm not sure why I put that line there, other than maybe pointing out that there is some resistance in that area. Qs, well, this is the Qs monthly, and we did get their close of our June candle. We are expecting the markets to push higher. We got a great close up here. Cleared most of this resistance in this area. Still having an inside monthly, but that can change. RWLK, huge pop here. I'm not sure why that popped. I meant to check to see why that popped. Huge move on that one for a small cap. Roblox can draw this rate out, and you can see I got a square here, just this extend your square, looking for a trading range break. Not interested in trading that till it breaks. And once again, you can see how them tubes. SPX looks really good here as well. Moving averages look great. Still holding it. We can come back down, fill a gap up, and still be perfectly healthy there. SMH still trading in this cup on the weekly time frame. You can see we have got some resistance up here that needs to be taken out. SoFi, possible, lower high. If we take this level out here, we're looking for a move lower. I do believe that student loan news is bullish for the long term for SoFi, but it's kind of a sell the news event. Everything is a sell the news event. Remember that everything you're trading is a sell the news event, or anything that you know about news comes out. Most likely it's going to be sold. That's a trading opportunity. It's also, market behavior. The diamond also looks good there. Got a gap down there just like everybody else. Diamond weekly, inside bar. SPY weekly, inside weekly bar there as well. Go to the monthly. Nice push up here. Got to do something about that fresh candle. I know we've had some time off, but we need to get that candle moving higher. SPY, you can see here the moving averages look great. We do have this gap here. We can come down. So far, we're holding it. We can come down, test this gap, and push higher. Or we can fill the gap and push higher. But our moving averages will be into that gap tomorrow. You can see SPY, big push up. Great big tower top there for a move lower. Come back, retested that area, and rejected. It's nice, it's a great move up at open, but very choppy. Square breaking out of that trading range. We called that breakout today. This candle did close above, so Square is now on the radar for a move higher. Shop, still watching this. May take it off the chart off the list for a little while. Tesla still holding this gap up, trading pretty tight in here. You can still see that gap there. XLK, watch your off the 9 here. Still got this little gap, still a little bit of gap there. Looks like not much, but watch it off that 9, that daily 9. Tesla weekly, gap up on the weekly chart. It takes something to gap up a weekly chart. Nice gap there, nice gap on the daily as well. Tesla looks like it wants to go higher. Uber reclaimed a 9 today after that insider selling. See if we can get a move higher on that one. Walmart, watch this possible double top up here. Very possible for a double top. We could see this break lower. You can see the range you need to clear. You can just draw a box on this, break out to the upside or break out to the downside. I like the moving averages. Look like it wants to go higher. But just pointing out, you draw a box right around that, and you're looking for a breakout of that box. XLF holding in. TLT 20-year trying to move lower. IWM weekly, we have a bearish inside Harami there. And IWM daily, down candle today, very double topish up here as well. It's got to take this neckline out to confirm that double top. This has not been updated, but that was 84. That was our close for the put to call ratio before coming into the market open. Oscillators did close. This has been updated, so pullback for the Nasdaq at 1285, still in the neutral territory. Pullback on the New York Stock Exchange, which was pretty much needed because we were up over 160, like 167, down to 77. So that's actually a good sign. And that concludes our video. Please remember, discipline is the key to your success in trading. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the trading room.